Challenge en direct sur Twitch.
All right, hello everybody. Welcome to Ovalution once again. We are going to be doing LMS at IRP and GEN6 Cup at Martinsville. Got some good combos tonight. Hope you guys enjoy the race. We'll be back after the commercials.
Le All Track Challenge aimerait profiter de cette pause publicitaire pour remercier ses précieux commanditaires. Double Apex, Passion Sim, Pièces d'auto Fernand Bégin, Yacht 45 Montréal, Max Waps Mécanique Haute Performance, Côté Racing Enterprises, pbsoft.ca, Mamba Nutrition, Oxygène 640, FR Construction, Aménagement ML, KF Comptabilité, ainsi que Advantage PC. Merci à tous.
Double Apex s'impose comme la référence en matière de simulateurs dynamiques, tant pour le divertissement que pour la formation de pilotes professionnels. Notre mission, vous offrir une immersion totale et une performance sans compromis. Nos techniciens passionnés vous accompagnent à chaque étape pour créer le simulateur de vos rêves. Passion Sim est votre nouvel expert en sim racing au Québec. Revendeur exclusif Conspit, nous proposons des équipements haut de gamme comme des pédaliers hydrauliques, des volants direct drive et des cockpits sim racing. Plusieurs autres marques vous attendent, dont Sim Magic, Six Sigma et VPG Sim. Chez Passion Sim, le sim racing n'est pas qu'un loisir, c'est une véritable passion qui nous unit à une communauté grandissante à travers le Canada, les États-Unis et au-delà. Notre mission, vous aider à trouver le matériel idéal et à maximiser vos performances. Le All Track Challenge, c'est aussi des ligues associées spécialisées. Vous êtes amateur de dirt? 358 Dirt Late Models, Sprint Cars, Big Blocks et Street Stars. Les lundis soirs, la série Québec Dirt sling la poussière. Vous êtes plutôt un amateur de routier? GT3, 4, BMW M2, TCR, F3 et Super Formule. Les mercredis soirs, la série Boost Cup, c'est là que ça se passe. Vous tripez sur les ovales? Street Stocks, Légende, Late et Super Late Models et les 4 séries nationales Nascar. Les jeudis soirs, la série Brett Racing Studios Ovalution arrache l'asphalte. Venez nous rejoindre en grand nombre. Inscrivez-vous à 1, 2 ou même dans nos 3 ligues. Toute la semaine, c'est au All Track.
All right, hello, welcome to IRP. We're just finishing up the practice right now. Got a new microphone going on as well tonight, so hopefully it sounds a little bit better than last time that we broadcast. As Mick is blinking out. Mick's been doing good lately. He was in the college series last night, I believe, for Iowa. Didn't make it through to the final, but yeah, hey, the college series is quite talented, I'd say. That did a pretty good job, I think. Boucher was in that too. I'm not sure how he did or what his status is in the college series, but yeah, should be a good race today. We got 27 people signed up and have some faces too that we haven't seen in a while. So Gingras going to take time right away. Let's see what Gingras can do. So IRP is a track that historically you can't really run the bottom in here. It's a more of a middle track for higher downforce slower cars like these, but you can run the wall on IRP with some other cars. It just really depends on the configuration of the car that you're running. Gingras on the pole for the moment on his first time round. Not putting too much wheel into it. You just gotta get that car dragging along that second line. So far has a 22-2 on the board, and that's going to put him in the first place. Jerry Bergeron taking his time. He's 8th quickest right now at 22.457. And that one's going to put him into 9th place. Vince Vachon, one of my favorite drivers. In his 83, been doing some real life racing. He's one of the first drivers from this league I commentated for in another league. Didn't know my French names as well as I do now, I'd say. I'll tell you guys a little story. When I was commentating for Vince in this other league that he ran with some of the other Quebecers in here. I think Forget was there, Boucher, Gingras, Roots, Morissette, and I think I got most of them pretty good, but when I started talking about Vachon, I was calling him Vince Vachon when I was broadcasting. And I remember Forget, he came up to me and he's like, Joe, call him Vachon. He'll be so happy. And he was pretty happy when I stopped butchering his name. Vince goes 15th quickest, 0.264 off of pole. Gingras, though, he whooped the field. Put a full 10th on the guys. Jeremy, he been doing good lately in the 44. Across the line, he'll go 18th quickest so far. Looks like he's arcing it way more, cutting down really low, but I don't know if he'll be able to keep it in. Yeah, he's in at the wall. Ooh, well, there he goes. Bonk. And I believe that'll be the end for qualifying. So we'll go to the commercial and we'll be back for the end of the warm-up and the race. So we'll be back in about 4 minutes on the All Track Challenge.
Le All Track Challenge aimerait profiter de cette pause publicitaire pour remercier ses précieux commanditaires. Double Apex, Passion Sim, Pièces d'auto Fernand Bégin, Yacht 45 Montréal, Max Waps Mécanique Haute Performance, Côté Racing Enterprises, pbsoft.ca, Mamba Nutrition, Oxygène 640, FR Construction, Aménagement ML, KF Comptabilité, ainsi que Advantage PC. Merci à tous.
Double Apex s'impose comme la référence en matière de simulateurs dynamiques, tant pour le divertissement que pour la formation de pilotes professionnels. Notre mission, vous offrir une immersion totale et une performance sans compromis. Nos techniciens passionnés vous accompagnent à chaque étape pour créer le simulateur de vos rêves. Passion Sim est votre nouvel expert en sim racing au Québec. Revendeur exclusif Conspit, nous proposons des équipements haut de gamme comme des pédaliers hydrauliques, des volants direct drive et des cockpits sim racing. Plusieurs autres marques vous attendent, dont Sim Magic, 6 Sigma et VPG Sim. Chez Passion Sim, le sim racing n'est pas qu'un loisir, c'est une véritable passion qui nous unit à une communauté grandissante à travers le Canada, les États-Unis et au-delà. Notre mission, vous aider à trouver le matériel idéal et à maximiser vos performances. Le All Track Challenge, c'est aussi des ligues associées spécialisées. Vous êtes amateur de dirt? 358 Dirt Late Models, Sprint Cars, Big Blocks et Street Stocks. Les lundis soirs, la série Québec Dirt sling la poussière. Vous êtes plutôt un amateur de routier? GT3, 4, BMW M2, TCR, F3 et Super Formule. Les mercredis soirs, la série Boost Cup, c'est là que ça se passe. Vous tripez sur les ovales? Street Stocks, Légende, Late et Super Late Models et les 4 séries nationales Nascar. Les jeudis soirs, la série Brett Racing Studios Ovalution arrache l'asphalte. Venez nous rejoindre en grand nombre. Inscrivez-vous à 1, 2 ou même dans nos 3 ligues. Toute la semaine, c'est au All Track et à ses ligues connexes que ça se passe.
Le All Track Challenge.
All right, we are back. Getting ready to start the race up. We should be getting the green in a moment or two. Only got a little bit left to warm up. Biget gets closer to Gengras. Sagan as well. I don't think Sagan got as good as a qualifying though as Fred did. I hope you guys enjoy the English broadcasts. Maybe we'll bring more of them around, or convince Emmanuel to pop in another date somewhere. We'll see. I'd like to get Blanco in here though for one race. I think that'd be fun. Me and Blanco, I think we could do a good job. I think the last time he was commentating, I don't know if he did a lot of commentary for it, but I know he was on the LAN for when he was in here a bit ago. We got a few of our drivers before we finish up with this Jonathan LeBay. That actually looks like a really good car. There we go. Now we're heading off to the grid. All right. 70 laps tonight. Pit stop might be in order. I found that only right side tires typically works when we do this. But I don't know. Tire strategies in this can bite you. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. But with a big field, it may be a bit less viable, I'd say. All right, well, time for the grid. We got 2 laps of pacing, so here we go. It is going to be Mick Gengras. He's going to be leading the field, beat him by over a tenth on his qualifying run. Charles Boucher going to be second. Frederic Vigen going to be third. Matthias Busk, he's going to be fourth, and Luc Desjardins is going to be fifth. Martin Giroux, sixth, and Louis Simard, seventh. Dave Santiar, he'll roll off eighth, and Sebastian Chenay is going to be ninth. Franz Brettschneider, he's going to be 10th, and Michael Schnee is going to be in 11th. Mark Morissette, he is going to be rolling off in 12th. Why won't my grid do the thing? That is a bit frustrating. Now, the grid does not want to grid. That is unfortunate, so we'll just roll them off real quick. We got Houet, Bergeron, Vachon, Mailloux, Lebe, then it's Gideon, Bussière, Sagan, Bedard, Laras, Goodrow, and Racine, Dankels, Pelletier, and Lanchet. All right, here we go. Green flag at IRP. Gengras leads him down the line. Here we go. Immediately a good breakaway for Mick Gengras. Gets about settled to about 5th on back. And already, Mattels puts himself up to 3rd. We got, crash. It's Santiago on the wall. Houet around as well. And we have a caution already. Big damage to Kevin Houet. And Dave Santiar doesn't look too bad. A few drivers started from the pits. Let's see what happened. Ooh, and that might have been contact from the 97, perhaps? Oh. Maybe just a little bit, and then could not get it corrected. Goes around, and Morissette gives him a big hit. Jerry barely gets by, and Houet has nowhere to go on that high side. Just clobbers him. 25 gets into him to 17 as well. Could have been a lot worse. It looked like they almost stacked up with Bussière as well. So down pit road, it's going to be Houet, Santiar, and Martin. Houet is going to come out. So far off that wreck, Jean-Luc Goudreau is going to be the highest mover other than Racine. Up 7 for Racine, 6 for Goudreau, and 5 for quite a bit of other drivers. Looks like Dave did not get out of the pits in time. Is going to have to go back. And looks like Gingras is going to take the inside for this next restart. Typically you'd see people take the high side, but with this car I'd say the inside's probably going to be a bit better. All right, pace car is off. Let's try to make it more than a lap, boys. Around turn 3 and 4 they come. Here we go. Green, green, green. Good restart for Gingras. Immediately going to get ahead of Charles Boucher. And they'll get in line. First 4 break away. Pretty good away from everybody else. The 10 looks like he got into the wall a little bit. Desjardins goes into the wall and will go down pit road. Hits the barrels. No caution. It looked like got into it a little bit with Louis Samard, and we have a caution. That's Franz around by Victory Lane. See what happened to Franz. Ooh. That took out a bit by Hue. Doesn't look like he got really any damage. Just put 4 on it and you'll be fine. So Fran's going to go all the way to the back, 24th spot. 2 drivers are going to be down pit road. Root still has quite a bit of ways to go. He still has a lot of time to do it, but is the highest mover up now with 8 spots gained. Serge Bedard as well, plus 7. Vince doing good, up 4. Yeah, Franz minus 13 though. Nick's been getting some good restarts. I think we'll ride on board with Louis Samard. When we come to this caution, the cameras are kind of cutting through the stuff a bit, which is a tad annoying. And we should be getting 1 to green this time by. What's with the head, Emmanuel? What's wrong? All right, we're going to be on board with Louis for the restart. Should be able to get a good view of everything. Give it a little bit of a better camera right here. All right. It's going to be Gingras controlling the restart again. Here we go. Good restart for Matthias. He's going to get to the inside of Charles Boucher And if he can hang on to the bottom, he might be able to clear Boucher. Yes, he will. Mateus goes to second, Boucher to third, and Louis Simard still battling with Fred Bajen on the outside now. Boucher tries inside, but Mateus is defending well. Here's the battle for fifth. And I think Fred, if he can just get the run off the high side, he went a little bit too high there. Might be able to clear Louis Simard, cannot do it. And now with how close he is, I think Louis might be able to get by him. He's not quite yet. Oh, he's getting loose. Nearly takes him out. Red is running extremely high, so he loses quite a bit of time on the entry. Gets a little bit back on the exit, but Simard does look better. And now he is clear. Yes, he is clear now. But Fred ain't done with him yet. Gives him a little bit of a bumper. Helps him more than it hurts him. And then that will put Louis Simard in the fourth. All the way back. Now we have Giroux and Morissette. Morissette looks pretty damaged though. And Roots is already up plus 14. And he's going for more. We'll go right on board with Roots for just a moment. Watch him cut through the field. Here's his teammate ahead of him, Giroux. Getting to that point where it's going to get a little bit harder to cut through the field. And, you know, maybe with him pushing too, the tires would not be a bad idea if there was a decent wreck or if a decent amount of people came down pit road. Because, you know, let's say we get green for about, I don't know, 20 more laps. That'll put us to like lap 38. I'd say tires for some people, especially if you're in the rear, would be a good choice. But definitely is having trouble getting around. You see Tony G. Vince might be able to squeeze into the outside, but cannot do it. And now he's probably going to get the run on Vince. Yes, he will. Tony G going to get the ninth. Oh, Roots in the wall. Roots in the wall got slammed up there a little bit by Giroux. And that's going to cost him a few positions. Now has to get all of it back. And get past Seguin as well, who Seguin, he's a guy that's not an easy pass. Gingras breaking away quite well. Has about almost a second on Busk. And wondering if he's going to try to set up a pass soon. Chennai, by the way, doing really good. Up to 6 for Chennai. I'm surprised, though, that... Well, for a second... Yeah, I'm surprised that Louis Simard fell all the way to D3. I mean, I picked him for my driver. Really surprised that he fell all the way to D3. I was not expecting him to be down there. So far, he's had actually a pretty good D3. And currently beating some D2 drivers and some D1 drivers as well. And staying pretty good with the D1 drivers. Roots gets himself past the 22 of Goodrow. Now he's going to have to try again with Giroux. And I don't think he's going to be as patient with Giroux this time. Roots might have damage, and I'm pretty sure that his tires aren't going to be that good either, but Giroux is running a really good line to defend himself from the attack. You can see Roots has a little bit of a run. This time he's probably going to be able to go inside, but no, he's just going to try on the outside again. Surprised he's not at least giving the inside a chance. It's not working too well. And now we're at a point where almost everyone is pretty separated. And this might go green for quite a while. But if anything's going to happen, I think it's going to be right around this area. Ooh, we got a spin in the back. It's LeBay. I believe that's him around. Nope, that is Serge Bedard. Serge Bedard around. Commentator curse, I'd say right there. Let's see what happened to Serge. Ooh, he got Huade. And then run over by Morissette. Yeah, Huade just came up into him, and Morissette nowhere to go. Around goes Bedard. All right, he stays on the lead lap, though, and I think we might see some pit stops when pit road opens. Some guys in the rear. Now, some of these guys also have damage. It's going to be Guillaume, Morissette, LeBay. It's going to be Lanchet and Dave Santiar. And I'd at least like to think that some of these guys are going to take tires. Yep, some of them are getting jacked up right now. But it does look like damage fixed for some other guys. Jonathan LeBay taking tires. Marc-Antoine taking tires. These tire changes take so long, though. Luckily, it's a long enough track where you don't really have to worry about going a lap down. But if you're trying to fix damage as well, it's not going to be quick. Dave Santiar is going to have to get moving, or else he's going to go a lap down. Probably. Manual, probably. And Mark Morissette comes the third caution of the day. And Gingras led all the laps. I mean, he should be with that I rating, but yeah, 6.4K is 2K over Boucher, who's the closest guy. Might be, I don't know what his road rating is now for Boucher, because he, when I commentated him, he was around 6K. We call him 6K Boucher. That's how he got the name 6K Butcher, but I think he's higher now. I think he might be 7 or something like that. All right, first restart for Matthias on the outside. Now, if he can just hang with Gingras on the restart, if he can just match him, might be able to just do enough to bother him a little bit. Maybe even take the lead, but it's going to be a tough one. Gingras got some speed. Keep an eye out for those guys who took tires, though. Should be interested to see what they do. Here they come. Green, green, green. Not a good restart for Matthias Busk. And it's going to give the inside to Boucher. And I think Boucher gets into him. But they still keep going just fine. Louis Simard and Bijan got into each other as well. But Louis hanged on a little bit better than Bijan. But Busk doing a pretty good job fighting on the outside. As the run, too, he'll keep the position. And Louis Simard gets into it again with Bijan. And Louis Simard is going to take the spot. Yep, and now it's going to be 3 wide with Jerry and Chennai. Jerry all the way to the bottom. He's going to be coming back up a bit, though. Gets into Bijan. And around goes Fred. Oh, ho, 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 ho. big hit by Hue. The 22 around, the 32 into him as well. Bijan is done. Oh my goodness. Three wide with Jerry Bergeron, and Jerry gets into him. They come by and no room for Hue. 22 barely spins around. 37 gets up into Dave. 32 smacks him. A little bit of bumper cars up there, but nothing else appeared to happen. Let's go on board with Kevin Hue. Sees the spin and just, bad timing. We'll go on board with a little Ross as well. That is why we slowed down earlier. And that is why if you see a spin, you slow down. Sometimes ARCA brakes help and sometimes they don't. All right, we got our fourth caution of the day. Sagan at plus 15, Racine plus 16. So Sagan is chopping up the field better than Roots. They still got time. Not sure if anyone pitted. Time for another restart. Here we go. Yes, here's the pit strategy. Yeah, it's only showing 8. That's cool. All right, here we go. Green, green, green. Mattel's once again going to fight with Boucher. Uh-oh, Gingras blinking a bit. And Boucher's going to put him all the way toward the wall, but Mattel still has just a little bit of advantage as they go into turn 3 and 4. And he should have the run just a little bit. But he's using all the track he can to push him all the way up to the wall. I'll tell you, these two are battling good, but it looks like Boucher finally going to get back by Boosk. And oh, here comes Racine, plus 19 now for him. Gets around Vachon, good restart. He's at 30 laps, but it's going to be tough. Not sure if Roots can do it. I'll tell you though, Shania's having a good day. I don't see him all the time up here. Good to see him do well. Vachon, first race in Ovalution, I think, in a while. So nice to see Vince doing good too. Sagan, Shania. Oh boy, this one's going to get heated quick. Sagan looking to get under. Backs off a bit. Cutting all the way down to the bottom of the track. And Roots again now fires it down low, but I'm not sure if he's going to have this pace. He might. Yeah, he's doing real good. Gets all the way alongside the 97. Now I'm going to try to get maybe Simard as well. And Roots is coming as well. Not too far behind. Ooh, boy, there goes Shania. And stacked up Roots, but they save it. And around goes Vince. My mic is falling. That is not good. Oh, and the 28 goes around too. Let's see what happened with Vince. Oh, he just slows down for the wreck and gets punted. And then the 28 just, ooh boy. Ooh boy. Ay. Well, that's probably going to take both drivers out. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to fix my mic before it falls. Okay, we are good now. Gingras still has led every single lap so far. And doesn't have to lead too many more. All right, here they come to the restart. Not too many more laps to go. And with the way Busk and Boucher have been fighting, I think Gingras might have a clean road. But don't leave out Roots. He's still coming with 22 laps to go. Gets under Louis Mard. And Roots might be able to take over fourth place as well. But this is where it's going to get really, really tough. Roots! Oh boy, don't wreck him, don't wreck him, don't need an EOL.
Caution,
and there's a caution flag. What's that for? Rounds around. Oh boy, what happened to Franz? Luciar got into him a bit, and he stacked up, and it looks like he went around too. He looked like maybe he got some help. Ooh. Yes, he did. Well, we had a good, clean run at the start, and now it's starting to slightly unravel. Car's coming down for damage. Maybe a last-second pit stop. Get some fresh tires on and get a few positions. Well, Emmanuel, I bet you're in the chat, or anybody in the chat. You think Racine can maybe get a podium? You think he has a podium? Or maybe just too much for the amount of time that we have? I mean, he's going to restart 5th. Buska's been getting pretty good restarts on the bottom. He might be able to get Samard right away. If he can get Samard right away, he might have a chance to get a top 3. Might have a chance. He might. All right, here we come for hopefully what's the final restart. Jean Grau led all the laps so far, and it's going to be on a short track. In about half an hour, it's going to be Martinsville, so good short track action tonight. Pace car is off. They're going to roll around 3 and 4 right now. Here comes Mick Jangrau at all the laps so far. Good restart. Once again,
green flag.
Immediately gets clear, but Boucher, I think, might clear Busk as well. Yes, he does. And Racine cannot get a good restart. He's going to stay in 5th place, and it's going to very much hurt his chances to even get a podium. Got to fight back for about the 9th spot. It's going to be Jerry Bergeron. He's going to be trying to get back what he lost from his EOL. Heads to the bottom of Sebastian Chennai, and Jerry, yep, he's going to clear him up. Chennai goes around. Giroux gives him a little bit of help, but he'll keep it going. Caution is out again. And, ooh. Sean got into the back of him just a little bit. Yeah, it looks like Giroux just came up on the guy a bit. A little lazy spin. And we are under caution again. So I think this caution, you'll probably bring it to about less than 10 to go, perhaps. Check, yeah, 13 to go. So that should put us to about 10 to go as we come down to the end. I think the real battle here is going to be between Boucher and Busk for 2nd and 3rd, and Roots actually lost a spot. Actually, no, he didn't lose a spot. But, you know, Roots will have another chance to maybe dispatch Samard, but I think we're going to have a good battle for second and third, and about fourth and fifth. If Roots can get past, though, he might be able to snatch a podium from one of these guys. Got 22 cars on the lead lap, and '56 has been dominant tonight. 89 and 33 have been doing as good as well, but just it's kind of a situation that I've had before while driving, you know. You'll have good speed, maybe just a tad slower than the guy, but maybe you'll have a chance. But then, like, say you're Louis, for example, or even Busk or Boucher, you're screwing around with the other guy, and then you can't do anything. So Busk and Boucher, they've been wearing each other out, and Gingras just been laughing all the way to the bank. All right, Gingras, got about 10 laps left. Bring it home. Here we go. Green, green, green. Good restart once again. And a really good restart there for Sin. He's going to get alongside the 63. Can't quite get alongside Booth. But Roots might be able to take the fourth position away from Samard. And Busk has to be very defensive here, as Roots is probably going to try to make a move on him as well. But he's hoping that these two stay side by side for at least a little bit so he can kind of break away. One car hard on the wall in the back. That's Huey. Looks like he kind of just lost it on his own. Roots now going to get ahead of Louis Samard, and that's going to put him up to fourth spot. And if another caution comes out, he might have a chance to get around Busk or even Boucher. Single file all the way back to about 14th, 15th place. It's going to be the 32 and the 90 getting around. The 90 easily around the last. Morissette gets around the 96 of GEN6 and is on a run 2, getting around perhaps around the 47. Right, Roots gets past Busk. Gets on him on the outside. Outside's a little bit harder. Oh, Busk gets into Roots. Hey, somebody still hangs on. Roots to third, but Samard might now be able to challenge Roots. Samard gets up to the high side, but that's not going to do him any good. Busk goes all the way back to 5th place. And Roots on for a podium now, but Mathias tries to get under the 63, can't quite do it. And he might have to just settle for 5th. Jerry's all the way up to 7th. And Gingras up to almost a half a second lead. I'd say the top two are pretty safe unless a yellow comes out. 5 laps to go this time, 4 to go at the line. Samard and Busk, but also Seguin and Roots. Again, going to fire it way down low, but he's going to probably wash up and lose a little bit of speed. Samard gets around Busk. Busk falling off now. Bergeron trying to get inside of the kid. Bergeron all the way to the yellow line, but doesn't have the speed. The 97 now coming up to Jerry Bergeron. Jerry has to almost park it. Just cannot get around the corner, and that's going to allow Chennai to get around Jerry Bergeron. Lap car passed for Roots. It's probably going to be a good battle for the 7th spot, but out of turn 4, white flag, 1 lap to go for Gingras. He's led all the laps so far. Just has to lead 1 more. Mick Gengras, good start to the night. Has one more race to go, but let them all today so far. Mick Gengras wins at IRP. Got a big battle line. It looks like it's going to be Boost, Chennai, Giroux, Bergeron, Pelletier to run out the top 10. Good run for the 56. Can't ask for much better. And Roots, I mean, we all know his skill. Still manages to get a third from starting in the back. And Simons again. Plus 18 for him and plus 18 for Eric Pelletier as well. Good run for those guys. And you got the three guys from the east of Quebec. All right, well, good win for Mick Gengras. We'll see if we can drag him up real quick for an interview. Where is Gengras? There he is. Gengras, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good, bud. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Well, I led all the laps today. Can't ask for much better than that. You had Boucher and Mathias messing with each other the whole race, so it kind of made it a little bit easy for you, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I had a pretty good quality pace, and I did I think I was a tenth faster than the Boucher, so I knew I was definitely gonna be fast on the long run because I could just save and be like his pace when he push. So yeah, I was just saving my stuff, getting away, and while they were fighting, it was even easier. At the end, I know Boucher told me that he had completely no tires, so yeah, that made it easy. A lot easier. That wasn't easy, but yeah, a lot easier since they were fighting. And Roots didn't qualify, so that's another thing that makes a race a little more easy.
Yeah, how did the college series go for you?
First week was really good. You know, we had the fight around the bubble. I think I just saved a little too much because I knew I had the pace to qualify in the 39 best for sure. But yeah, I saved a little too much, and like in the five last lap of the both the heat and the second round, I was really fast. So I think I finished 10th. So that gave me a spot for yesterday, but yesterday was a tougher job. There were only 39 cars, and they were taking 25 for the main event. So I qualified 22nd, which put me in the show, but barely. And yeah, I mean it's playing really tough. So in the heat, I got into an incident, and yeah, after that, I mean. In the last chance, I was starting like 22nd, and I have to finish in the 10th first. So I think I finished like 18th. But considering that even Wyatt Tinsley didn't even make the feature, I mean, still pretty happy about it. That's some good experience, and pretty nice to run along all the Michigan State, University, Clemson, all these things. Pretty grateful for that, and we're just gonna come back stronger at Michigan.
All right, well, hey, good run for you, and we got Daytona for D1, so I think that should be fun. Hopefully all the Nordic guys can work together.
Yeah, I
And
think
we'll have a good run.
yeah, the more we are, the best it's gonna be. But you know how Daytona is. You gotta be there at the end, and that's gonna be about it. With the group that we have, everybody knows that, and everybody has what it takes to win. So
I
yeah,
would just
should
like to
be a good
finish a
show.
race without some damage that makes me slow.
Yeah,
So
that's for sure.
that would be
Especially at
nice.
Daytona.
Yeah, Daytona is one of those races where it's like, well, you're either gonna finish good or you're not gonna finish good. I hope I can replicate some of my luck from the July championship, but I know it's gonna be a tough race. Everybody wants to win that.
Yes, and everybody is able to win that. So that should be a great show to watch. And the race is gonna be you're gonna have to get some good sleep before it, because I don't think that the guys are gonna give a lot of space. Like I remember the year where we were running the Xfinity at Daytona, we were running like pretty much all of the race 3 wide. So yeah,
Oh, well, that sounds good for the broadcast then. Hopefully, it'll be
yeah,
exciting.
that's for sure.
All right,
I'd
well,
prefer to watch it than to run it. To be honest,
yeah, fair enough, fair
way
enough.
less stressful.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, I'll see you on the track on Sunday, or maybe I'll see you back in the booth in a little bit. We got Gen6 coming up at Martinsville. So you gonna run
Yes.
that?
I don't think so. I gotta go tonight. I got stuff to do for school, coming at the end of the semester. So yeah.
All right. Well, have fun with that, and we'll see you Sunday then. So
Yes, sir.
well, hopefully Nordic will go 1, 2, 3. That'd be fun,
That
wouldn't it?
that would be nice. That would be nice.
All right.
You
Well, we'll see you
know.
then.
Yes, sir. Have a good broadcast.
Yeah. Thank you. All right. Well, that's going to be all for the first broadcast. Well, first part of the broadcast, at least. Finishing results at IRP. It's going to be Gingras, Boucher, Rassin, Seguin, Samard, Busk, Chennai. That's actually going to be Mikhail Chennai. Giroux, Bergeron, Pelletier, and then we got Sebastian Chennai. Huey, Morissette, Blanchet, Boussiard, Duncos, Larras, Brett Schneider, Vachon, Santiar, Bedard, Labbé, Mailloux, Goudreau, Goudion, Péjean, Desjardins, Ballarde, and Jeremy Cote. We'll be back soon for Martinsville. See you soon. We're just going to go to a commercial and we'll be back in a bit. Biggest mover? I can get that for you real quick before we go. The biggest mover is... Roots. Kind of figured it was. I think I said it earlier. Yeah, he was plus 23, Seguin plus 18, Pelletier plus 18, and Blanchet plus 15. So that's a pretty good effort from those guys. All right. We'll see you soon. We'll be back in about probably 15 minutes.
Le All Track Challenge aimerait profiter de cette pause publicitaire pour remercier ses précieux commanditaires. Double Apex, Passion Sim, Pièces d'auto Fernand Bégin, Yacht 45 Montréal, Max Waps Mécanique Haute Performance, Côté Racing Enterprises, pbsoft.ca, Mamba Nutrition, Oxygène 640, FR Construction, Aménagement ML, KF Comptabilité, ainsi que Advantage PC. Merci à tous.
Double Apex s'impose comme la référence en matière de simulateurs dynamiques, tant pour le divertissement que pour la formation de pilotes professionnels. Notre mission, vous offrir une immersion totale et une performance sans compromis. Nos techniciens passionnés vous accompagnent à chaque étape pour créer le simulateur de vos rêves. Passion Sim est votre nouvel expert en sim racing au Québec. Revendeur exclusif Conspit, nous proposons des équipements haut de gamme comme des pédaliers hydrauliques, des volants direct drive et des cockpits sim racing. Plusieurs autres marques vous attendent, dont Sim Magic, 6 Sigma et VPG Sim. Chez Passion Sim, le sim racing n'est pas qu'un loisir, C'est une véritable passion qui nous unit à une communauté grandissante à travers le Canada, les États-Unis et au-delà. Notre mission, vous aider à trouver le matériel idéal et à maximiser vos performances. Le All Track Challenge, c'est aussi des ligues associées spécialisées. Vous êtes amateur de dirt? 358 Dirt Late Models, Sprint Cars, Big Blocks et Street Stocks. Les lundis soirs, la série Québec Dirt sling la poussière. Vous êtes plutôt un amateur de routier? GT3, 4, BMW M2, TCR, F3 et Super Formule. Les mercredis soirs, la série Boost Cup, c'est là que ça se passe. Vous tripez sur les ovales, Street Stocks, Légende, Late et Super Late Models et les 4 séries nationales Nascar. Les jeudis soirs, la série Brett Racing Studios Ovalution arrache l'asphalte. Venez nous rejoindre en grand nombre. Inscrivez-vous à 1, 2 ou même dans nos 3 ligues. Toute la semaine, c'est au All Track et à ses ligues connexes que ça se passe.
Alrighty. We're back. Gonna be getting going in just a few moments. Manuel, I don't know what's up with the cameras he sent me, but they don't seem much different from the official ones. What? Alrighty. Morissette right now, quickest in the practice. Just throwing down a 19.047. Guess that's a good looking paint scheme that Morissette's got on right now. But should be done with. Practice at any moment now. There we go. All right, time to get going. We're going to have 75 laps tonight. And one of my favorite drivers is going to be starting on the pole tonight. How about that? I'm just going to give it a few seconds to have him grid up. All right, here we go. It's going to be Vince Vachon. He'll be leading on the green at Martinsville tonight. Michael Pilardi, he's going to be second. Matthias Lacombe is going to be in third, and Mark Morissette fourth. Eric Peltier is going to be fifth, and Martin Giroux sixth. Kevin Huey going to be seventh, and Antoine Boussiard going to be eighth. Ninth going to be Michel Chenaille, and 10th is going to be Kevin Parenteau. 11th, Louis Simard, and 12th, Jerry Bergeron. 13th, Dave Santiar, and 14th, Franz Brettschneider. 15th, Sebastian Chenaille, and 16th, Marc-Antoine Goudion. Ali Roots is going to be 17th, and Boucher going to be 18th. Martin Miu is going to be 19th, and Jean Lebay going to be 20th. Mario Lache is going to be 21st. Richard Malte is going to be 22nd. And Thomas Laras going to be rounding out the field of 23. Going to be the lone driver in that row. "75 laps. Going to have some pit strategy, hopefully. Keep it clean for the race, hopefully. Hopefully we won't get yellow fest. This is about what you get in an official. Back when this thing was running, I remember this was my only official win in this car. That was a long time ago, back when I was not as good, I would say. Alrighty. Vince Vachon going to be leading it to green in the 36 machine.
Green flag,
And
green flag.
here we go. Green, green, green. Pilardi, though, gets a good restart, and Pilardi's going to immediately get to the lead. Puts it up a little bit too high, and that's going to get Vachon back at least even with him. And it's going to be a good battle here as we go into turn 3. Vachon has the bottom, though, and Vince will not lead the first lap. It's going to be Pilardi leading the first lap, but Vince is going to be having that bottom that's just going to be so much better, and Vince is going to roll out and take the lead. Beckham also going to try and get around Pilardi. Pilardi's getting a good run on the outside, though, but now he's going to get kind of boxed in between Vachon and the 35. And you don't want to be stuck on that outside for too long. The outside is okay, but you don't want to be sat around there for too long. We do have a caution, friends. Oh, boy. Maybe Dave tagged him just a bit. Tony G gives him a little bump, and 28 barely gets by, but small caution. Put 4 on it and get yourself back out there. 3 cars didn't start the race. Or yeah, 4 cars actually didn't start the race. Malte, Laras, Obey, and Mayu. So it's going to be a 19-car field tonight. Friends will just pit row 4 on it and get back out there. Let's see if I can grab anyone who wants to talk. I don't know. Should I interview anyone? We won't bother right now. A little bit early. Four tires for Franz. Let's go, Dave. Yeah, where is Dave? Dave. 15th right now. But got a lot of race, only a few laps in, so definitely room for improvement. And now that Vachon is going to have the choice of when to go, he's probably going to use it so he doesn't get held up, or at least have Pilardi on the outside of him like he did earlier. Should be one to green this time, though. And Vince will take the inside. All right, pace car's off. Vince Vachon leading them back to green. Here we go. Green. Oh, good restart by Vince. Not so good by Pilardi. And it's probably going to immediately send Pilardi down to third. Lacombe is going to get by almost certainly. Not quite. Oh, boy. Goes all the way up to the wall, and Boucher goes around, and it looks like Parenteau as well. What happened to Butch? Butch looked like he was the first one in this incident. Ooh. I'm not quite sure. Let's see what happened here. Maybe expected him to be just a little bit further down. See what happened to Kevin Parenteau here. Ooh, got stamped by Boussier. So we're going to have some tire changes, get some repairs done down pit road. Butch got 4 fresh tires. Parenteau should be able to get back out there too. Doesn't look too bad. Here comes the rest of the field. Brett will beat it out. Everybody will stay on the lead lap. Quick look at the gains already. Simard up 5, Roots up 7, Lachamp up 6, Boucher 4, even with his crash, so not a bad start for some of these guys. Let's ride on board. I think with we'll ride on board with we'll do Simard. For this time. Been moving pretty good, so let's see if he can maybe get 4th or 5th. Eric Peltier right down to his inside. And Vince is not ready yet. Green. Here we go. Oh yeah, outside did not go. Immediately going to get swallowed up, at least by the 37. He may be able to battle back on the outside. Cannot do it. Houet going to be to his inside. If the 37 clears. Houet just can't go anywhere. Gets a little bit of contact to Roots, but Houet going to send it back down. Roots cannot get down to the bottom, but I think Roots is quicker. But the problem for Roots is he also has Peltier. Oh, there goes Jerry.
Yellow flag.
Oh, good save, Jerry. Keep the car clean. Oh, and he's spun out again. Oh, boy. Jerry spins around. Let's. Oh boy, I think he got contact off a Butch. Oh yeah, he got it. Good save by Jerry. Good save. Maybe got on the brakes a bit earlier than he expected, but yeah. Other than the burnt up tires, not much damage from Jerry, so it's just throw 4 on it and get back out there. All right. 4 tires for Jerry Bergeron. And 3 cars down pit road. Parenteau, Mario, and Jerry. Roots is going to restart 7th, so I think maybe this time we'll ride on board with Roots. Should we do the nose camera, guys? I think the nose camera might be good. I mean, Charles, he's been doing a little bit of a show too. Maybe we'll go with Charles. Pace car off this time. Going to be heading back to green. And we'll ride on board with Mr. Boucher.
Green flag, green flag.
And here we go, green, green, green. Oh, he splits the middle. Good one for Boucher. Gets a good restart, at least a little bit Samard, all the way up to the top. Who barely clears him. And man, it's getting stacked up here right now. Not a great restart for either one of them. Hue just trying to defend on the outside. A little bit of smoke. One car around. That's Vince. Oh boy. Just lost it on his own. Hit the curb a bit too, and you know, it's probably going to be an early unscheduled pit stop for Vince. I'll tell you, the one thing I wish with the chat, the one thing I wish is I could do what you do with some apps, just click it and it tells you what it says. That would be nice. That would be nice. Vince, #1 pit stall, but unfortunately not going to really give him any sort of advantage. But maybe with the tires, he'll be able to make his way back up there. We haven't run too many laps, so it's probably not going to be that much. Of an advantage, but we'll see what he can do. Vince will restart 17th, and that's going to give it to Hilardi to get him on the restart. Hilardi, Morissette, and Ocam. Well, guys, first name start with a letter M for the top three. How about that? Everyone still on the lead lap. That started the race. We're 23 laps in. Hilardi gonna lead him down the green. And let's get some laps done, guys. Let's get some laps. Let's go for 10. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Green, green, green. Bad restart for Morissette, and that's going to correct the field. Ay, ay, ay. 69 around, 89 around. 69 nearly wrecks someone as he spins it around. Oh, man. Let's see what happened with Mark Morissette. Yeah, I don't think he got hit. I just think he lost it. Oh, this will be a good view right here. Yeah, he just lost it coming up through the gears. Here, this will be a better shot right here. Roots was involved. Got into some hard. Huey and Boucher. What's happening with Huey? And Boucher. Yeah, it looked like Huey. Oh, that's a big hit. Then Boucher just trying to avoid it. Gets spun around. That's a big one. That's probably going to take out a couple of cars at least. All right, so sorting through everything. Morissette's going to have an EOL from that. He might be done. I mean, that damage doesn't look terrible. So, is his wheel bent? Oh, yeah, it's not. Maybe not that bad. So, a few guys are going to go a lap down. Probably. Pelletier should be able to get out. Rui, I think he's going to be out of the race for a bit at least. Huey coming down for more damage. So, yeah, looks like we're going to have about 14 cars on the lead lap. Roots all the way to second because I don't think he pit.
Green flag.
Here we go. Green flag, green flag. Polardi leads him down to green. I think Roots took some damage, but I don't think it was that much. Shamard back out on the racetrack, but it's going to be pretty slow. It's probably going to stack up this bit of cars behind him. Jerry Bergeron last on the lead lap. And everyone's kind of spread out rather quickly on this restart. You got to keep in mind, too, that there were quite a few cars that had to line up behind the rows of two into one line, so spread it out to begin with already, but it looks like Roots might be challenging early for the lead on Polardi. Roots to the outside of Polardi, but not going to quite work, but he might be able to challenge him on the outside. Yeah, he does. He's going to get alongside him on the outside, and Roots just is flying on the outside. I think Roots should be able to get him if he can just continue the smooth run on the outside. Yes, he will. Roots to the lead. .35, a little bit into Samard, who's a lap down. Oh man, what is he doing? Why is he defending so hard a lap down? I'll tell you, you better want to stop doing that, otherwise he's probably going to get the boot. You can just see those tires. That's how much he's struggling. He's defending hard to the inside, and I can't really tell why. He's defending way too hard, in my opinion. If they didn't give out EOLs, he would have been sent already, I would assume. Bergeron attacking a little bit on the inside. Hue gets around, perhaps. Yeah, bad exit for Jerry. Ooh, boy. And Vachon's probably going to take advantage of it, too. But runs it a little too high, and Jerry's going to have a chance to get up to the outside, and Jerry will keep the spot for now. I'm interested to see how Hue goes along with this now. Now it's hard it gets out of his way. I don't know. Strange. Maybe the 35 in Samar just had a problem. I don't know. Root's already up to a 2-second lead almost on Polarity. This is the closest battle we got on track right now between Jerry and Vachon. Also, Antoine Boussiard behind him. 69 just kind of parks it up in the top side, leaves no room for Vince to make the move on Jerry, and Vince is just going to have to slowly roll on by the 69. You know, we got a Dave Santerre fan in the chat. Well, guess what? Dave's already up to 6, and I think he might be one of the highest movers. Let's take a look at that. Santerre up 7, Shania up 10, Roots up 16, Brecht up 7 as well. Pretty good run so far for Dave. And, you know, I think we're at a point now where if a caution does come out, it's going to be interesting to see what a pit stop would look like. Who would pit, who would not pit. Because you don't necessarily have to pit on Martinsville. It isn't a track where tires make a huge difference at times. It's just that it's pretty hard to pass.
The yellow flag is out.
There's a caution. Can't say that's surprising. Oh. Well. That was odd. Good night, guys. I'm done. I've had enough fun. He'll probably get a reprimand from that. Root's probably not happy because he saw that right in front of him. All right, we have 11 cars on the lead lap. And if you're in the back, I'd say you got to pit. In front, it's a little bit of a harder choice, but only 3 cars are down pit road. Let's see what we have on the pit stop. So, Parenteau is the closest with 30-lap-old tires. Vachon has 24 laps old. Morissette pits, Boussiard pits, Bergeron pits. So right now, Parenteau has 15 lap better tires than everybody else, but I'm not sure how fast that's going to be. And then Vince has about... You got to keep in mind that they were running caution laps, too, between these. So I wouldn't say necessarily that Vachon has a 20-lap advantage. It's probably less than that with caution laps. But well, now Vince is down pit road, taking 4 tires. And Marc-Antoine as well. So, you know, not that good that Vachon waited, but ultimately I think is the better call for Vince to do that. All right, one more lap, and then we'll be back to green. We'll be getting back to green with about 27, 28 laps to go. Pace car on pit road. I'm really surprised that like Polardi didn't pit though. That I feel like he should have pit there.
Green flag, green flag.
With a few other guys. Green flag, here we go. Immediate good restart there for Roots. And it looks like Giroux and Parenteau are going to be fighting, but Parenteau has those fresher tires compared to Giroux. And I think Parenteau should be able to easily get in front of Giroux. He's already... Now he's there. He's clear. Vince has crashed. Ooh, boy. But they keep going. We'll see what happened real quick. 3 wide with Hue. And there was a stack up too, which was certainly strange. Root's already out to about a 1 second gap. Brech gets around the 35 easily. He goes way too wide in the corner and allow Morissette to take 8th place too. I don't think Matthias is going to be able to get him. He just needs to get on the inside. He's struggling on the outside right now.
The yellow flag is out.
And caution, Boussiard. Okay. That was odd. Looked like more of a mistake, but it took Hue along with him. Oh boy. We're spinning on the straightaway tonight, guys. We're spinning on the straights. Eric Peltier is going to get the lucky dog. Jeremy Bergeron down pit road, as well as Kevin Hue, who is a lap down. Multiple laps down, actually. And Eric is back on the lead lap, although I'm surprised that only Jerry pit. I was expecting a couple other guys to pit. So Jerry's going to be out with fresh tires. Pelletier might pit as well. May as well have an EOL, so... But he's not coming down pit road. It's going to be 20 laps to go this time by. Well, I think on the restart it's going to be 20 laps to go. All right. I'm just really surprised. Like, if I was in this, I would just say, "Hey, everybody behind Roots, come pit with me." No one's really pitting, even close up front. I mean, if he's beating you so bad off the line, I mean, if you feel like you have the speed, maybe get on some fresh tires and run them down. Like, I don't know, just. Surprised that nobody's trying to come in the pit, and I think now we're at a point where it's just going to be not enough time now. All right, 20 laps to go. Roots leads them down. Here we go.
Green, green, green.
Good restart from Preston and Polardi. Polardi gets a little bit close to the inside and backs out just a little bit. Parenteau has the fresh rubber, but does he have the speed to get around? Brech a little bit in the 90. Can't quite get the run off the corner. Giroux and Brech battling for 5th. I think Brech should be able to hold off Giroux. Yes, he will. So Brech will be 5th, Giroux 6th. And now here comes Ocon. Now, remember, he started 3rd. Dave Santiago trying to hold him off on the outside, but it's not going to work, it looks like. The 35 to 7th for the moment. And Morissette has some new tires too, so don't count out Morissette. Morissette's probably not going to want to sit behind two guys who are worse than him on tires and are going to hold him up. So he's hoping the 35 can get around the 62 just so he can get around him quickly, but the 35 is holding him up. 35 goes wide. Here comes Morissette, gives him a little bump, and Morissette will get to 7th. Oh boy, that pink car is going to send Dave. In the wall goes Dave
Yellow
Santiago.
flag is out.
And caution is out again. I'll tell you, when I saw that crossover happening, I was like, ooh boy, that does not look good. Mark Antoine crosses him over, dives it in real deep. Kind of just sent him and redirected him right into the wall. All right, caution's out for the 8th time. We're going to be going back to green with about 10 laps to go. I mean, if you're in the rear, you may as well pit. But who is going to pit? I don't even know if anyone's going to pit. I think it already opened, but I'm not too sure. Top 3. We'd like to interview the top 3, so. Grab Franz real fast. Hello, Franz.
Hello.
Hi.
How you doing?
Coming this restart, 5th place. How do you feel?
We're going to the front. I have fresher tires than everybody in front of me, so away we go.
Oh, yes, you
Not by
do. A little bit.
much, but it should make a difference.
Parento is a little bit better, but other than that, it's not by much. But hey, good luck with the restart. Tell everybody top 3 to the booth when it's all done with.
Yeah, sounds good. I'll let it go. Please put me back where I was, and I'll let everybody know top 3 in the booth afterwards there.
Yeah, maybe we can even get a win. How about that?
Oh, I hope so. I hope so.
Right.
I have that itch again.
All right, good luck. All right. It's going to be 11 to go at the restart. Let's ride with Franz on this restart. He says he's got good tires. Well, let's see if he can use them on the restart. Root's going to lead him down the green. Here we go. Wait. Go. Oh, bad restart for Brett. Spun the tires. Did he start in first? I hope he didn't start in first, but I think he might have started in first. And I bet that stacked up the whole back end. That's going to fall him all the way to 6th. And those tires are going to be heated up. Giroux fighting with Brecht on the outside, but I am not quite too sure if Brecht is going to be able to hang on with those tires being so heated up. And no, he won't. Giroux going to get past, and now 35 going to attack him on the outside. Brecht falls all the way to 6th. Only lost 1 position. 1 car up in the wall. Eric looks like. Morissette has good tires too. Going to move the 35 back out of the way. Morissette back up to 7th for the time being. Chennai looking. Ooh, boy. 35 pinches the 96 all the way down to the inside. 6 laps to go. Here comes Giroux. Looking on the inside of Sebastian Chennai. Chennai, way too quick. into the outside, and he's going to fall all the way to 6th, lose 2 spots in 1 go. Brian's going to make it back up to 5th. Parento might have the stuff for Polardi, but I don't think has it for Risson. Parento just needs to reel in Polardi. He has better tires. Just don't wreck him and get an EOL at the end. Took a small chunk out of Polardi that time. Not that much, though. Oh boy, we got something going on here. Franz is falling all the way down to 9th place. What happened to Franz? Everybody goes on by. The 97 gets a bumper from Franz, but that won't do anything. The 90 throwing Morissette all the way to the wall. Oh boy, it's getting a little bit crazy with a few laps to go. Chennai under Morissette now. The 2 Chennais on the bottom. Morissette is trying to fight with those tires on the outside, but it's not working. And Morissette's going to fall all the way down to 8th place. 3 laps to go. 1 car around. It sounds like Pelletier. We're going to have a green light checkered. Ooh. Straight line. By the 36. Well, I think at this point, it's going to be tires are out of the question. Vince gonna go down pit road, because why not? And I think it's gonna be probably a win for Roots, as long as he can hold off Polardi. If Polardi can just stay with Roots, I mean, I can't say that it's really going to guarantee a win or anything, or even give him a chance. But if you can just stay with him on the restart, it just may give him a chance. Root's getting his tires warm, and I think we should get one green this time by. Top 5, we got Racine, Polardi, Parento, Giroux, and looks like on the inside is going to be Lecon. Two laps to go, and we'll have a winner. Here we go.
Green flag, green
Green,
flag.
green, green. Here we go. Not a good restart for Polardi. I think Parento's going to be able to get to the inside of him. Yes, he will. And there goes Polardi.
The yellow flag is out.
Ooh, boy. Too hot from Giroux. That's all you can say. Too hot. Too hot. Polardi's been in the top 2 the whole night. Now down to 13th. Well, take some tires. That's all I can really do. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Well, we'll pace it around and wait another moment for a conclusion. But Parento now up to second. Has fresher tires than Roots. If Parento can get the jump on Roots, might have a fight to the end. Parento won his D1 qualifying race in pretty crazy fashion. Did it on fuel, but you know, it's not a crazy tire strategy that he's done today. He doesn't have that much better than Roots, but if he can straight beat Roots on Martinsville, that would be a pretty good one for Parento, I would have to say. Yeah, not that many D1 drivers in the field tonight. Just 3. Boucher out. Roots in the lead. Parento in second. Quite a few of these guys have raced in D1 or subbed in D1 though. All right, we're going to try it again. Green, white, checkered. One more time. Let's see what we can do. Can Parento put up any sort of fight for Roots?
Green flag.
Green, green,
flag.
green. Parento got a good restart. But not going to be enough. Can't get to the inside, but Parento should be able to at least perhaps secure second place. Here's the battle for third. It's going to be Chennai up to third, and Lacambe and Morissette. Morissette has good tires, but I don't think it'll be enough. White flag, 1 lap to go for Roots. Got a nice battle for fourth, but Morissette going to go out wide. Roots is easily going to run away on this green, white, checkered. Ali Roots going to win Martinsville. It's going to be Parento second. Sebastian Chennai is going to be third. And everybody else coming across, man, Vince Vachon, that's a shame. He had such a better car than 13th, I'd say. Ali Roots. Not uncommon to see him doing donuts at the end of these races. I'd say probably the winningest Ovalution driver for sure, and won the most championships. Good day for Roots today, and plus 16, so he gets driver of the day as well. Chennai plus 12 as well. Good job for him.
Well, that was exciting.
Well, hello, Brecht. Seventh place Brecht, not too bad, huh?
I'm mad, and I have nobody else to be mad at but myself. I just cooked it. I just came in way too hot and downshifted. I basically killed myself.
Unfortunate. All right, let's see who we can get in for the interviews.
I asked the boys to come.
And
I hope they actually come.
Well, I can drag Racine, so that's his mistake for being in the Discord. Get Roots. Hello,
no.
Roots. How you doing?
Good.
Good.
Monsieur Roots. What a hell of a race. Bud Cooksville.
Yeah, got up through the field, and then once he got in the lead, pretty much
Je vais avoir une
No one
traduction,
could
friends.
contest you.
Ah, il dit que quand que t'as pris le lead après ça, tu t'es comme poussé, puis y a personne qui est même capable de t'approcher de toi, là.
Yes, I love this track.
Yeah, I do too, man. It's a good track, good track. Like, if you want friends, you can ask him some questions if you want. Might be easier to interview than translating.
It'll be easier. Roots, parle-nous donc de ta soirée un petit peu, là. T'as dominé solidement, mon cher. Conte-nous ça.
Ouais, ben, je me suis fait du fun, là. À soir, vu que je suis plus trop dans le championnat, là, ça fait une couple de semaines que je viens pas toutes les semaines parce que j'ai du hockey, puis que des fois ça me tente de faire d'autres choses, là. Je me suis dit que j'allais partir derrière pour avoir du fun un peu. Puis voir ce que il y a du monde qui vivent à toutes les semaines. J'ai bien eu du fun à remonter le fil, là. C'est sûr que la première c'était plus dur de dépasser, mais celle-là j'ai eu du fun, là. Ben content.
Ça a brassé pour la peine à Martinsville, hein?
Ouais, ben c'est un char, tu sais, Martinsville, c'est tout le temps ça, là. Il y en a souvent qui rentrent fort, puis qui passent sous droite un peu, là. Tu sais, c'est un char avec pas mal d'HP aussi, de force, là. C'est pas facile non plus, mais en tout cas. Moi, j'ai passé à travers d'un wreck, là. Le char, il doit te maganer, mais écoute, ça continue pareil.
Ben, je regarde ton char en ce moment, là. Je suis en train de prendre une belle photo pour updater notre cover page de notre page Facebook. Puis ton char, tu vas être surpris, il est quand même pas mal clean, mon chum. Tu t'en es sorti pas mal indemne.
Ouais, j'avais le volant plus droit à la fin, pourtant.
Ah! Ben, en tout cas,
Ben, c'est pas super, ça. Non, c'est pas
il y a de
super,
l'air
j'étais en
beau
train
en
de regarder
avant de
moi
moi.
tout, puis il y a le crash, là, au restart qui s'est passé, là, ça passait pas mal, pourtant.
Oui, ça a brassé pour la peine. Puis ça a été une soirée un peu bizarroïde. On n'a pas de directeur de course, malheureusement. Ça a l'air qu'il y aurait eu un problème d'Internet à la maison. J'ai appris ça au travail des branches. Donc, c'est toujours un tout petit peu plus facile quand on n'a pas de directeur de course live, là.
Quand on a un directeur, je veux dire.
Ouais, non, quand on n'a pas.
Ben, c'est plus facile, t'as dit. C'est plus facile quand on n'a
Non,
pas de
non,
directeur.
ouais. Je voulais dire, c'est plus difficile quand on n'a pas de directeur.
Ouais, c'est ça.
All right. Well,
Good,
hey,
t'as-tu des gens à remercier avant de te pousser, mon cher?
Ah, comme d'habitude, pendant Bégin, là, tous vous autres, les gars pour les lives. Sinon, tous les gars qui sont là à chaque soir, là, c'est ça qui fait une ligue, même si, tu sais, des fois c'est pas facile. Je suis ben content qu'il y ait des courses qui aient lieu souvent, on peut s'avoir du fun.
yeah, good
Yes,
run
sir. On
tonight.
aime bien ça t'avoir, mon chum.
Good run tonight, Roots.
Hell of a
Hopefully,
good
we'll
run.
do good in D1 for Daytona with our team, huh?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Well, we'll see you Sunday. All right. Good run.
Yes, good. Salut Joe.
All right. Have a good night.
All right, next on the agenda.
I don't think we have Parento or Shania, so we'll give them a minute. But yeah, tell us what's coming up next.
What is coming up next? I'll have a quick look, my friend. Basically, next week in home tracks, we will be running week 8. We're running ARCAs at Richmond. That should be very interesting. Donc, du ARCA à Richmond, gang. And fast car, let me have a quick look here. If my memory is correct, yeah, we're running next gen at Dover. We're going to finish off our concrete tracks. Donc, le béton la semaine prochaine, Dover avec les next gen. That should be really interesting.
Yeah, should be fun. I think I should be done with Thanksgiving dinner by the time we get to that. Because I know the Americans and Canadians, we do that different times.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I should be home by then. So look forward to be coming back next week. If I can't see why I wouldn't be. So I think we should be good for next week.
Sounds good.
Let
Let me see
doing a broadcast tonight.
Let me check to see if I can get somebody with us.
Oh, I see Parental. I'm going to grab Parental. Yeah, Parental, how you doing?
Hi, really good.
Well, you got the tires early. Kind of a strategy that I would employ. But typically not to that that level, I guess.
Yeah. Yep.
Got up to second. You know, just cut through the field all through the race. Just tell us a bit about the race.
Uh, that was a tough race. A lot of cushion. I have started a mid pack, I think, and I've been in the wreck like 2 times. So go back to repair my car, and I'll be back in the front, one by one. This is the secret. Take it easy.
Yes, for sure, for sure. I didn't see you in the other race, but I've been seeing you doing a lot of the Ovalution, so it's nice to see you in there. And you got that good win in your qualifier to get to D1. D1's been a struggle for both of us so far this season, but hey, hopefully we can turn it around at Daytona. Huh?
Yeah, probably I'll be there. So it depends on how family is passing first. So, but when I be able to come, I'll be there for sure.
Yeah, hope that you'll do well at Daytona. And I'll tell you, put a good show on today. I'm looking forward to see how you'll do, um, in the following Ovalution races, but also when we get to some proper oval tracks later in the D1 season.
Practice, but super speedway it's pretty easy. So I follow the pack and try to be smooth
Yep.
and pass when it's good and when it's time.
All right. Well, hey, first time meeting you, so it's nice to meet you. What do you got for shout-outs?
What did you say?
I said,
Des remerciements, mon cher. Est-ce que tu avais des
Ah,
remerciements?
yes, for sure. Just give a little thanks for Metalhead for the theme of it and for the show that you're working on it with the guys of All Track Challenge. Yep.
all right. Well, hey, good job tonight, and we'll see you Sunday.
Yeah, thank you, Joe Robert. Merci, friends.
Ça fait plaisir. Hey, tout le monde, on va vous remercier d'avoir été là ce soir. Joe, thanks for stepping in and doing our lives there. It's fun to have you there.
Yes.
We've been talking about creating a little bit of English content for ages, you and me. So it's fun to have you there and to have the boys practice their English there.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, I'll put it this way: if you had me practice my French, I'd be using Google Translate probably and butchering the language pretty badly. But
It's okay. We'll slowly get you up to speed. It's
yeah,
not the hardest language
I
to
can
learn, right? So,
I can understand some stuff. I can
well, you're
understand
getting a lot better.
I can understand what you guys are saying more so than saying it myself. But strange, I guess you could say. But
It's all good.
we'll
It's
do
always
okay.
easier to understand than to speak a language, right? So,
Perchance. You gotta get Blanco in here one day. That'd be fun.
oh, that would be funny. Like, there's no tomorrow. We'd have a ball.
Yeah, or you can come in as well. Maybe if there's one day where it's like, yeah, I don't want to race, can come talk.
Yeah, I'm really not supposed to be racing anyways. You know, I had a car accident in real life, right? My back is still struggling like there's no tomorrow. So,
Oh.
I have almost no force feedback. Not using my shifter. I'm just using the paddle shifts, and I'm a little off. Let's put it this way. Muscular relaxant doesn't help for the reflexes either.
Should take a week next week then, huh?
We'll see what happens. I'm getting better a little bit day by day, but I'm starting physio soon, so that should help.
Well, that's good. Hopefully we'll get better soon. All right. Well, anything
All right.
You want to say before we say goodnight?
Absolutely. Don't forget to follow All Track on Sunday. We have Division 1, Division 2, so we're both running, right? So
Yep.
don't forget to come and see us there. Our whole prime All Track commentators will be there. Both Joe and I are in car, and I'm hoping for a good showing at Daytona because super speedways is kind of my thing.
I've been getting wrecked by the all-star cast of drivers, so hopefully it's not Boucher next week or someone else. So I just want to finish with a car that's not like half of a car. So that's what I want. I just want to finish. Not been a good start in the points for my guys. I mean, hey, Bussiar and Simard have been doing pretty good. We'd probably be
Yeah,
on top
absolutely.
of the points.
All right, sounds good. So we're
How's
gonna leave it at
how's your
there.
team going, by the way? I just want to ask, how's your team going?
Well, we sort of missed the first race. Unfortunate. Yeah, we sort of missed the first race because my D1 teammate was coming, and the session ended up starting faster than it was supposed to, right?
Oh,
So
yeah.
I should have just logged in case, but I could barely
Who
hold the
picked you?
steering wheel in my hand at that point. Anyways, I was in so much pain. So,
Who picked
but
you?
we'll catch up. We'll catch up.
Who picked you? Who's your teammate?
I'm with La Vraie Vitesse, the person who won the dirt race. So we're all good. We're coming back up with a vengeance.
All right, nice. All right, well, hey, good night, everybody. Fun to do the broadcast. Should be back next week. So,
Awesome.
congrats to Gingras and Racine, the winners tonight, and we'll see you on Sunday with the Quebecois team for D1
There
and
you go.
D2. We got Quebec Dirt going Monday now, I think, yes?
Absolutely, and I'm on that broadcast.
Nice.
You can catch me there.
D3, D4 Wednesday, and then
D3, D4 Wednesday,
Tuesday
and we
is
have
Boost Cup.
Boost Cup on Tuesdays. Yep, so we're really busy. Everything related to the All Track, the whole All Track family. Thanks for everybody that gives a hand. We help each other out and whatnot with the associated leagues. So we'll talk to everybody soon. Keep it
Right.
scotch to our Twitch channel, and we can't wait to see you all this weekend.
All right. Good night, everybody. This is the All Track Challenge, and we'll see you Sunday for D1 and D2. Good night, everybody.
Le All Track Challenge aimerait profiter de cette pause publicitaire pour remercier ses précieux commanditaires. Double Apex, Passion Sim, Pièces d'auto Fernand Bégin, Yacht 45 Montréal, Max Waps Mécanique Haute Performance, Côté Racing Enterprises, pbsoft.ca, Mamba Nutrition, Oxygène 640, FR Construction, Aménagement ML, KF Comptabilité, ainsi que Advantage PC. Merci à tous.
Double Apex s'impose comme la référence en matière de simulateurs dynamiques, tant pour le divertissement que pour la formation de pilotes professionnels. Notre mission, vous offrir une immersion totale et une performance sans compromis. Nos techniciens passionnés vous accompagnent à chaque étape pour créer le simulateur de vos rêves. Passion Sim est votre nouvel expert en sim racing au Québec. Revendeur exclusif Conspit, nous proposons des équipements haut de gamme comme des pédaliers hydrauliques, des volants direct drive et des cockpits sim racing. Plusieurs autres marques vous attendent, dont Sim Magic, Six Sigma et VPG Sim. Chez Passion Sim, le sim racing n'est pas qu'un loisir, c'est une véritable passion qui nous unit à une communauté grandissante à travers le Canada, les États-Unis et au-delà. Notre mission, vous aider à trouver le matériel idéal et à maximiser vos performances. Le All Track Challenge, c'est aussi des ligues associées spécialisées. Vous êtes amateur de dirt? 358 Dirt Late Models, Sprint Cars, Big Blocks et Street Stocks. Les lundis soirs, la série Québec Dirt sling la poussière. Vous êtes plutôt un amateur de routier? GT3, 4, BMW M2, TCR, F3 et Super Formule. Les mercredis soirs, la série Boost Cup, c'est là que ça se passe. Vous tripez sur les ovales, Street Stocks, Légende, Late et Super Late Models et les 4 séries nationales Nascar. Les jeudis soirs, la série Brett Racing Studios Ovalution arrache l'asphalte. Venez nous rejoindre en grand nombre. Inscrivez-vous à 1, 2 ou même dans nos 3 ligues. Toute la semaine, c'est au All Track et à ses ligues connexes que ça se passe.
The wheel of the Audi.